What will you say when you are asked to share the beauty of your community with people? How will you feel when you are called to show up your tradition and culture among your friends and your loved ones? My dear citizens of Kwara State, do not worry about that, for here is the solution. Reality Extra, a program showcasing the unique cultural heritage of the people of Kwara State, telling the beauty and honors among the diverse ethnic groups. Reality Extra, also promoting traditional institutions as well as assessing your role as custodians of our cultural and historical heritage. Reality Extra, it is a program that will be coming up on NTA Ilorin,
6:30 to 7 p.m. every Saturday.
Make sure you don't miss it, for you are royal. Reality Extra. In God we trust.
Viewers, you are welcome to yet another interesting edition of our program, Reality Extra. It's a program designed to showcase the culture of the people as well as the role of traditional institutions in the stabilization of our society. I remain your regular anchor on the program, Aruna Abdulaziz.
Hello, good people of Kwara State. Do you need food for your family? Are you interested in boosting your business? Here is Mr. Ventures for you. A warehouse full of various food items such as rice, semo, noodles, spaghetti, beverages, granite oil, and lots more. At Mr. Ventures, all our goods are in wholesales. We also help our customers in delivering their goods to their various destinations with our trucks. Mr. Ventures warehouses are located inside Kulenden Market, Zango area, Ilorin, Kwara State. You can also get us inside Mandiet Market along Adewale area. Ilorin is also located at Eshuwaye Shopping Complex along Western Reservoir Road, opposite Mandiet Market, Adewale area, Ilorin, Kwara State. Telephone 0806 06 99 981 or 0808 61 89 816. Mr. Ventures, ensuring food security for people.
Today, we are at the palace of His Royal Highness Professor Alidu Ibrahim Abubakar, the Rekureku IV, the Emir of Ilesa Baruba in the Barutin local government area of Kwara State. His Royal Highness is a world-class traditional ruler as well as an academic icon. Your Royal Highness, good day, sir.
Good day. You're welcome.
Let me first of all congratulate you and also felicitate with you on your recent elevation to the status of first-class traditional ruler in Kwara State. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Very sincerely appreciate it.
Viewers, you agree with me that Barutin local government is strategically located in Kwara State, being a border town between Nigeria and the Republic of Benin, is a community or local government as a whole full of culture and numerous economic activities. Your Royal Highness, please kindly talk to us about Ilesa Baruba.
Ilesa Baruba is one of the four emirates that constitute Barutin local government. There are three other emirates. And Ilesa Baruba is a town that has been around for over 200 years. It's founded towards the end of the 18th century, in 1774, or thereabouts. And since then, it has been thriving and thriving and thriving. Of course, our ancestry is from the present Benin Republic. That's the northern part of Benin, where you have Batonu people, or what Yoruba people call Baruba. So generally, we are fairly a large ethnic group, but distributed into two countries. We, in this particular country, we are a minority, but the majority of Batonu is in Benin Republic. Ilesa, as well as Batonu land, it's a place that is so full of culture. It's made up of very strong traditions, and those traditions still survive and drive our sustenance to this day.
Thank you, Your Royal Highness. You are an academic icon. You are a professor. Can you please take us through your life?
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate when you say I'm an academic icon. I know I'm just an academic, but I'm an economist by training. I graduated from the University of Baruba in 1974. I did a master's in economic policy in Harvard University, the USA. And I did a PhD in economics again in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. I joined ABU actually as a professional, as an economist, not as a lecturer. But over the years, I became a lecturer, and I specialize in development economics and public finance. And I would say I have a very rich experience in terms of public finance. I have worked numerously for the World Bank in the area of financial reforms, particularly between 2003 and 2013 or thereabouts. We did a lot of work in states' finances in many of the northern states, and I also did something for them in Lagos. Besides that, I was a member of the team of professionals appointed in 2010 by the former President Goodluck Jonathan about what they call wage relativity. That we did a lot of work that took us all over the world. So I have varied experience, professional experience as an economist, as a lecturer. And my public service too is very extensive. Incidentally and very interestingly, I've been chairman of almost all the state government-owned tertiary institutions in Kwara State, except of course the university, the new university, where I was a council member from the beginning. I was at a point in time chairman of the new Nigerian Development Company. That is what they used to call Northern Nigerian Development Company.
NNDC.
NNDC for about 8 years. NNDC, of course, as you know, is an equivalent of Odua group of companies. It's owned by the 19 northern states. Of course, I have a lot of experience, so many other things across the nation. I've worked, consulted very variously for the federal government on a number of issues, and the states, of course, and other international organizations. Until, of course, I found myself here, the special grace of Allah, found myself here at the Emir in 2015. Precisely, I was appointed Emir on the 18th of May 2015. And since then, I've been trying to find my feet. It was a dramatic move from the whole life I was used to this life that I now found myself in. So basically, of course, as they say, I'm happily married with a number of children and so on. Now I'm a traditional ruler. I'm trying to be a big-time farmer. So for now, I would say I'm just a farmer, in addition to so many other things I do. Basically, that's all about me.
That has been the Emir of Ilesa Baruba, Professor Alidu Ibrahim Abubakar. Your Royal Highness, can you please talk to us about the people of Ilesa Baruba?
Well, the people of Ilesa Baruba, of course, are largely the Batono or Bariba. But over the years, because of, I believe, the numerous economic opportunities here, it has become a fairly cosmopolitan community. We have a large, of course, normally, our neighbors, the Yorubas from Oyo State, we have a large number of Yorubas. I mean, that's almost a constant. But today we have a large number of Hausas and people from as far as Niger and Burkina Faso, largely because of the attraction of the international capital market. We have, I think, here in Ilesa Baruba, one of the largest international capital markets in this country. So it has pulled a lot of population here over the years. But basically, it's a Baruba town. Of course, again, the Fulanis are here all over the place, just like they are. But again, we have a lot of Fulanis here. So that's how it is. Ilesa Baruba is fairly cosmopolitan now.
Your Royal Highness, when people hear about Ilesa, as we all know, there's a replica of such name down in the southwest, that's in Osun State. Yes. What is the relationship between the people of Ilesa Baruba and the people of Ilesa?
Incidentally, apart from just being Nigerians, there's no relationship. Of course, the Ilesa Jesa is a more popular Ilesa. Now, our case actually, the town is Lesa, but because of the influence of the Yoruba, they started calling it Ilesa. And I don't know, over the years, over the centuries, over the decades, we also kept calling it, government of course started calling it Ilesa. But Lesa actually is Lesa, L-E-S-A. As a matter of fact, the traditional Lesa people call it Desa, D-E-S-A, largely because it's difficult for people to pronounce L. So it's Lesa, but that's just the relationship. I have also, since I was young, I tried to see if there was any relationship, but of course I just didn't see any, except that we are all in Nigeria. So that's how it is. People say we should change the name and place it to what it used to be. I mean, maybe later on we might need to do that. But there's a lot of confusion, and that's why today it's Baruba is added. Again, the Baruba itself is a Yoruba name for Batonu. Our tribe is Batonu, but the Yorubas call us Baruba. So again, even in terms of distinguishing between our own Ilesa, we still have the Yoruba influence. But I don't think that's any problem I mean, for me, it's not a problem. We have our own identity, very distinct identity. So we really don't have any problem. We have no regrets about being called Ilesa or Ilesa.
Hello, good people of Kwara State. Do you need food for your family? Are you interested in boosting your business? Here is Mr. Ventures for you. A warehouse full of various food items such as rice, semo, noodles, spaghetti, beverages, granite oil, and lots more. At Mr. Ventures, all our goods are in wholesales. We also help our customers in delivering their goods to their various destinations with our trucks. Mr. Ventures warehouses are located inside Kulenden Market, Zango area, Ilorin, Kwara State. You can also get us inside Mandiat Market along Adewale area. Ilorin is also located at Eshuwaye Shopping Complex along Western Reservoir Road, opposite Mandiat Market, Adewale area, Ilorin, Kwara State. Telephone 0806 06 99 981 or 0808 61 89 816. Mr. Ventures, ensuring food security for people.
We are here at the palace of His Royal Highness Alhaji Professor Alidu Ibrahim Abubakar, the Emir of Ilesa Baruba in the Barutin local government area of Kwara State. Your Royal Highness, Nigeria is being faced with serious economic recession. As a professor and as an expert in public finance, how do you think the government can stimulate this lingering crisis?
Well, I think so much has been said about what government should do. And I would say quite sincerely that from a public finance point of view, there's a fiscal policy point of view, government is trying to do what should be done. That is to prime the economy, pump in money, because now we have a recession. Purchasing power is very low. And purchasing power is low, it means that you cannot, purchasing power is low, production falls, companies can't produce and so on and so forth because there's no demand for their commodities. So on the public side, government is trying to prime the economy by pushing in so much money. I think recently they said they pumped in 350 billion. And they are still in the process of pumping in a number of billions. My problem with this is that we have an economy that is three-tiered, not just for political reasons, but for economic reasons too. We have the federal government, we have the states and local governments. A lot of the initiatives being done are centered around the federal government. Again, if you say, for instance, government has now pumped in 300 or 350 billion, as they say. You have come to Ilesa. Do you think before it comes here, it trickles down to this place, it will make any impact? No. So I think there should be a way that the federal government should find a way, because this is a crisis time. This is an economic crisis time, so the issue of legalities, beautiful pros and so on do not arise. This is the time for the state government, federal government, to bend over backwards and help the state governments, and as well the local government. To one, for instance, clear outstanding debts of salaries, backlog of salaries and pensions. Now, once you do that, that's another easy way of pumping in money into the economy. So, at the federal level, definitely, it's federal government, to my mind, at least from what I see and read in the papers, I think it's doing the best it could do under the circumstances. There's a fiscal, what they call Keynesian type of economy, put in more money into the economy. Today I was reading again that people are going to be engaged to be paid 5,000 naira monthly. Again, I know that is just to give people money. But again, I worry is that all this priming the economy, pushing in money into the economy, that is not really supported by production, by productivity, again has its own consequence, inflation. Yes, now we have inflation, but of course, people should understand that what we have now is cost-push inflation. It's the cost of production that makes the goods very expensive. Cost of production occasioned by high cost of foreign exchange. The dollar is selling at high. So if you are producing now, your basic cost of production, all the other inputs will be high. The only thing that may not be high is labor, because labor is cheap. But then all the others are high. So invariably, the final product will be expensive. So for now, we have a cost-push inflation situation. But then by the time you start to prime the economy, without increasing the level of productivity, you are now calling in for a demand pool. There will be so much money people wanting to buy. And you know, if you elementary economics, what is inflation? People tell you so much money pursuing few goods. But now, of course, it's so much, many goods, no money. Exactly. But by the time you prime the economy properly, you'll have so much money now pursuing few goods. So I think simultaneously, there should be a balance between monetary policy and fiscal policy. For now, the way I see it, sitting here in my community, that fiscal policy is going this way, monetary policy is going that way. There has to be a meeting point.
Your Royal Highness, you are the Emir of Ilesa Baruba. What are the challenges facing the people of this community?
Well, the challenges facing this community, the people of this community, except if I want to be, look at it from a very narrow point of view, I want to be selfish. The challenges facing this community are just like the challenges facing most rural communities in this country. We have poor road network, for instance. The opportunities, economic opportunities, are just centered around the land. Government intervention is not very visible. Again, our school system is almost collapsing. So basically, the challenges of development that face all rural communities in this country, by and large, are those same challenges we face here. You know, we are far from government. You know, with all due respect, government in Kwara State is doing the best it can to integrate us into the mainstream of the Kwara State economy, and of course, but again, there are so many key stumbling blocks that make it difficult for our people. You know.
But now that during your reign, the stool of the Emir of Ilesa Baruba has been elevated to a first-class status. What should your people expect from you?
Well, from me is serious leadership, which I think, irrespective of whether I'm first class or whatever class, I'm inheriting a tradition. I'm inheriting a stool that was occupied by forefathers. So put aside the issue of first class or whatever class. I should give solid, robust leadership. I say the advantage I bring to this position is that I have had experience, in fact, helping other communities on how to develop. Incidentally, I had worked in India and Bangladesh on this participatory development. And so one of the things I'm trying to see is that we should take our destiny in our hands and help government to participate in development. And I think we are doing that very seriously. There are certain things we start, people say it doesn't really make, like when I came in, of course, not when I came, it has always been so, because the community used to be, many years back, used to be small. People didn't see the need to have toilets in their houses because the toilet is just 2 minutes away. You go into the bush, and of course, it has an advantage of you can move all over the place. But then we now have a place where to get to the nearest bush, you may take 30 minutes, 1 hour. Imagine if you have running stomach or a woman. So I said, everybody, for those who didn't have toilets, pit toilets or whatever toilets, we should have toilets. Today I would say up to 98% of everywhere here, we have toilets, including public toilets. And one of the problems, again, I noticed, which even governments, not only in Nigeria, across the world, don't tend to see as a problem, is the issue of refuse in communities. Today, if they are talking of refuse disposal and so on, usually it's centered around large communities, large cities and so on. But even in growing rural areas, rural communities, the problem of refuse disposal is coming up. And that's why you find refuse dumps everywhere. And I said, no, we should stop this. We now have a system of refuse disposal. People pay token amounts. We provided refuse drums, and twice a week we have laborers from the small collections we make. We have laborers, we have a tipper that goes round the community to collect all the refuse. We have a refuse dump somewhere. Now that's something, is an initiative that even in many big communities, they have not done. But I think we should begin to teach people basic hygiene from now. So these are the kind of things. Of course, education. I try the best I can to counsel people and so on. We have, unfortunately, what I notice in our rural communities is that the challenges faced by even big communities are faced also by rural communities. But the opportunities that big communities have, rural communities do not have that. For instance, drug abuse among the youth. Today, again, of course, you have many university graduates here who don't have jobs, not to talk of polytechnic graduates and CE and so on and so forth. And again, maybe because of the opportunities offered by the cattle market and other, you have a lot of people, young, who initially, when I came in, I noticed we are abusing drugs. And we have made a number of initiatives to try to reduce it. I don't think it's a problem that you can say eliminate, but we try to the best of our ability to reduce it to the barest minimum. So these are some of the things we are trying to do. Again, on my own, we have what we call a Peace and Security Committee. It's a very strong committee. You have problems, say, with the Fulani people. You have problems amongst ourselves and so on. So before the police comes in, we try to see if it's something we can solve. So we have this committee that's very strong. Anywhere there's a problem, they are alerted, they go there. We also have another committee on forest resource management, or forest resources management. Of course, our trees are being felled indiscriminately. People are making charcoal and so on and so forth. So we now have an initiative that will check this. And also, now in partnership with the state government, there's a afforestation program, which our own people help. Government also help. People now plant trees. Again, these are things that will take quite a while to begin to manifest.
It has been Alhaji Professor Alidu Ibrahim Abubakar, the Emir of Ilesa Baruba, in the Barutin local government area of Kwara State. With this, we come to the end of today's edition of Royalty Extra. Till I come your way next week for another interesting edition of the program, I say bye-bye.
Hello, good people of Kwara State. Do you need food for your family? Are you interested in boosting your business? Here is Mr. Ventures for you. A warehouse full of various food items such as rice, semo, noodles, spaghetti, beverages, granite oil, and lots more. At Mr. Ventures, all our goods are in wholesales. We also help our customers in delivering their goods to their various destinations with our trucks. Mr. Ventures warehouses are located inside Kulenden Market, Zango area, Ilorin, Kwara State. You can also get ours inside Mandiet Market along Adewale area. Ilorin is also located at Eshuwaye Shopping Complex along Western Reservoir Road, opposite Mandiet Market, Adewale area, Ilorin, Kwara State. Telephone 0806 06 99 981 or 0808 61 89 816. Mr. Ventures, ensuring food security for people.
What you want?